Hey everybody, it's Adam here from the It's Adam Show, and today is episode number 10. So we are breaking into double digits today, and I got another fantastic fighter based in St. Catharines, Ontario. I got Miko on. He's got a fight coming up, and he's 3 weeks out. Miko, how you doing today, man?
Not bad, man. I'm doing great.
Good to hear. Like I said in the intro, you are 3 weeks out from your fight right now. You're in the peak of your fight camp. How's everything going with that?
It's pretty good, man. It's the same stuff day in, day out. Just training lots, mostly. I'm working and training. That's all I really do with my time.
You have to put a lot into it. And what does like a typical week look right now at the peak, right? As you're approaching this fight.
Like now, mostly I'm getting out of um all the stuff I'm doing like off season or out of camp, like lifting heavy and stuff like that. I focus on doing that when I don't have a fight coming. But I just kind of taper down. So like now I'm doing a lot less lifting and I'm focusing more on like a lot of my conditioning last minute touch ups. You're not really like learning new stuff that you're gonna apply to a fight this close to the fight, right? So I'm just trying to stay sharp mostly. So I do a lot of grappling and a lot of like hard sparring rounds and stuff this week, and same with next week. And then after that, it's like really slowed down and just focus on peaking and being healthy.
Yes, dude. And when you're not training, you're talking about kind of getting into the heavy lifting there and stuff. Do you do like powerlifting or is it kind of just like general weightlifting?
I have like a mix, like the routine that I have is based around my strength. Yeah, like strength and explosiveness. I wouldn't say it's like powerlifting, but it's like definitely strength training. And then I do a lot of muscular endurance stuff, so like really light, high rep stuff. That way I'm used to feeling those like burns and
Yeah.
pumps in my legs and stuff like that. I find that's really helpful. I don't really focus on hypertrophy or anything like that.
Mhm.
I don't really. I do have good genetics for it, so I always like look good, but I don't really train to look good or anything like that.
Mhm.
I'm really focused on strength and functionality, I guess. So I
Nice.
do a lot of I guess it's like 5-3-1 style. I don't know if you're familiar with Wendler's 5-3-1, but it's
Walk me
like
through it.
he has like a system that he built based off of like percentages of your totals. So you're lifting a lot in like the 5 rep range, 3 rep range, 1 rep range. I do
Okay.
that the base. And also like is how I decide if I go up in weight or down in weight.
Yep.
And then instead of using like the traditional templates that he had, because he was like doing a lot of stuff for either powerlifting or like high volume hypertrophy stuff, which I can't do that as like training MMA as much as I do.
Yeah.
So I have what I so the rest of the program is based off being like explosive and muscular endurance. So it's like
Mhm.
it's like a really tailored program, but it's like pretty fun. I like it. I can't spend a lot of time out of the gym like lifting. I love lifting, so it kind of allows me to get all my goals in one.
Good question for you. If you had to choose one, would it be lifting or fighting or wrestling?
Oh, fighting for sure.
Fighting guy.
I'll take fighting over lifting. I
Yeah.
don't need to lift to fight, um, so I could do without it. But like, if I had to, I'd prefer to do both. But I definitely not take lifting over fighting. Not at this point in my life. Maybe like in my 40s for sure. But
Mm.
like, I'm not 40.
No. Yeah, little bit on the back burner there.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. So right now, I mean, you're 3 weeks out from this fight. How many fights have you already been in?
I have 5 MMA fights right now. I have five
Nice.
MMA fights, 2 kickboxing fights, and like a ton of grappling experience. I used to do a ton of like jujitsu tournaments and stuff like that. I have like
Nice.
hundreds of jujitsu matches.
Nice. That brings me to the question. Yeah, wait, like you were talking about your other competitions. Where did you start off? Like, where was like day one for you getting into martial arts, Miko?
Um, like day one of it being like serious in my life was in
Anything in your life, if that was karate at
I
5 years old, wherever it was.
oh probably like 8 or 9 years old. My dad took me to Merton Boxing Club back in the day when I was probably 8. I think I was 8 years old. I didn't spend a lot of time there. I did it for a bit. It was like kind of like my version of soccer at that time. I didn't play like soccer or any of those things at that time in my life. It was like the sport my dad wanted me in. And then my parents ended up splitting up like a few maybe like a year and a half later, 2 years later, and my mom was not down for me being a boxer. My dad was the one
No.
that like wanted me to box, right? So
Right.
I didn't really get too serious into it. I was a kid. I was in a kids class. American Boxing Club doesn't even exist anymore. Now there's only St. Catharines Boxing Club. It's the
Right.
same people, but yeah, I stopped doing that. I started playing like soccer or something, and then I didn't do any other martial arts until high school. So, I dicked around a lot in high school. I got kicked out of like three high schools, and
Really.
then the last high school I was at, yeah, the last high school I was at, I started wrestling there,
Mhm.
and it basically was like just something that kept me in school, like because I was on a school team and I wanted to be going to like tournaments and stuff like that. They would just hold that over me to make me do homework and stuff. So actually, it's a good thing in
Incentive.
that sense. Yeah, it's an incentive to keep me in school and stuff. So I liked wrestling a lot, but it's just I think it's just like the best um, sport that high school had to offer.
Hmm.
But then after high school, I didn't go to university, so it didn't really matter. I didn't like continue on like a lot of the good wrestlers did in high school. They all went
Right.
to like Hawk or another school and wrestled. I didn't do that, so then I got into jiu-jitsu, and then yeah, did jiu-jitsu for like years until a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago,
Hmm.
and then I started doing like kickboxing and stuff like that, and mixed it all up, bro. Here we are.
There you go. So, what's your goal right now? Are you trying to continue to go pro eventually, eventually get into like a bigger fight league like PFL, maybe UFC?
Yeah, like I actually, yeah, I'm. The goal is to go pro within the next. I don't have a lot more Amy fights in me, man. I don't know why I would. I think
You're
I
bored
have
of
like.
them.
Yeah, like I'm not here to be an amateur forever. I
Hmm.
want to put on like exciting fights in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Not that I don't do that now, but like I want to have like I don't care. And to answer the second part, I don't really care if I go to the UFC or if I go to Ryzen or if I go to PFL. Like I want to go where there's exciting guys to fight at my weight as well as important. That makes a difference. I think you look at some organizations have like different
Massive weight cuts.
like some organizations have different weight classes shining, right? You go and look at
Mhm.
Ryzen, bro, their flyweights are like insane. They're so fun to watch.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't have as many like heavyweights that are big names as we do here, something like it. Basically, I don't care if I go to the UFC or not. I just want to go somewhere where I get paid and I have
Mhm.
exciting fights that people remember, and then I get a little bit of money and I could justify doing all this shit. Um, so yeah, by being an amateur for much longer, I don't think where I would benefit from doing that. I think I'm gonna do like, cause here's the thing, I'm in Ontario, so in Ontario having there's no day before weigh-ins for amateur, right? It's the same day. That's not really beneficial to me because I'm not like mimicking what a pro would be doing here
Yeah, absolutely.
because it's day before weigh-ins for pros. So
Mhm.
like, there's aspects of my amateur career that aren't really like building into my pro career. It's due to the Ontario Commission. So I
Yeah.
can go to like the United States and I can fight at 125, do day before weigh-ins. Like right now I'm fighting at 135 same day, but I go to the States, I could fight at flyweight there, weigh in the day before, get the experience of that. I can fight amateur with no shin guards on and smaller gloves and things like that. So I want to get some in there. So that's like I have this fight, but I don't want to fight in Ontario for the rest of my aiming career. I think after, or maybe I will. Like they're gonna be in. There's a show in Niagara in October, so I do plan on being on that card as well.
Nice.
But other than that, like I just like to fight in Niagara, so I'll do that probably, and then I'll go get some experience somewhere else where I can do those things. Knock that off the list, and then go
Yeah.
pro. I don't. So within like a year, within the less than a year for sure, I'm pretty active. In a
Well,
couple months.
you get the ball rolling. You
Yeah.
said earlier that I mean, one, you want to you want to be like the showman. You want to be able to put on an entertaining show for people.
Yeah.
You also said that it what is a dream, I guess, fight like look for you? Like amateur, you can go out there, you could put on a good show, but like what is like your standard for putting on a show?
I guess how it used to be, I think, like before the era we're in now, like just going out in front of a huge crowd and the crowd being super into it and like have you been to live fights like live MMA events? It's like if you
Um, no, I have not. Yeah,
live
no.
boxing, live MMA, any of these events, bro, it's like you see something crazy, you look over at your friend, he's looking at you, you're like, uh, you know what I mean? Like something
Yeah,
gets so
I
crazy, everyone's looking around. Like
I've
you want to be in, I want to put on fights that make people do that, right?
that's the
That's like
hit.
that's like pre the now era. With technology, it's even better because like you have these KO like highlight reels that are um how do I say this? Like they're like immortalized. I don't know what to say. Like that's on
But
the internet.
glorified.
Not just glorified. Like it's now it's on the internet. It's gonna be there forever. Like if I say I have some crazy highlights,
Yeah.
right? Someone's gonna make some videos of it, something. If I die tomorrow, my footprint is in MMA. Even a slight, even it's like a point 0.001. You get what I'm saying?
Kind of
My
like
stuff is there forever, right? So like you nowadays it's not just putting on exciting fights that people like see and have these moments at these events. It's like people are gonna see that and be like, yo, you remember this knockout? Like that goes on for come on, we were still watching knockouts from the early 2000s. It's like 25 years later and we look at some knockouts and people remember them and talk about them. So
sort
like
of like sorry, sort of like I guess like Josie Aldo and Conor McGregor, like people talk about
yeah,
like that. Yeah, you're like one of those
like stuff
moments in
like that,
time.
we're gonna talk about that for still like two more generations of fighters, dude. At least, like, when is there gonna be another Conor McGregor, right? Now, I'm not trying to be Conor McGregor, bro.
Mm.
I'm not. But I'm saying like that's like the extremist example. But anybody that puts on like these fights has those their slices there, right? That's what I like. I think.
What do you think your TKO move would be to get yourself to be that highlight reel? Would that be like a flying knee? Are we talking like a Demetrius Johnson flying armbar?
Ever gonna do anything like flying or
No
spinning?
flying. No.
I'll put someone. I think I'll put somebody out pretty like a walk off KO stuff like that. I think like it ain't gonna be anything flying though. I got short legs, brother. I can't. But yeah, I could. It's we'll see. My striking is coming along, so I think it'll happen. But I don't know. I have a lot of like submissions and stuff too that I feel like people would see them and be like, "What the fuck?" They're kind of cool to catch. That's fun.
I like what you're talking about earlier, like that feeling when you look at people, because I've gotten that same thing from wrestling before, being on the mat and then also being off the mat. And you just get that moment, and I mean everyone in the room just explodes. That it really is the best feeling. I know exactly what you're talking about. Not in the fight scenario, but
It's
um,
the same, I guess. Like it's the same in all sports, I guess. Basketball, for example, you can have some like crazy moment in basketball where someone shoots something, and it's like a very tight game and like a buzzer beater, and you look at your buddy and you're freaking out. You can't believe it. Everyone in the crowd's freaking out.
yeah.
Yeah, it applies to all sports.
Mhm.
I'm sure it happens in everything except for badminton and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, distance straight on badminton.
yeah,
Yeah, there's nothing exciting there.
I'm loving
I I wanted to ask you what's some of the or what's the one thing you're trying to work on and sharpen up right now going into your fight? And what's the one thing after you can answer that you're most proud of going into the fight?
Oh, I think they're the same thing. I think like I'm trying to better my striking to be like um, a more all like I'm known for grappling mostly, right? Like that's when people, I think when people are are going to fight me, they're looking at my grappling mostly as like the main strength, like my main game plan.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the same place with striking,
Hmm.
where people are like equally or more scared of my striking than my grappling.
Where when you're doing grappling in high school, were you going off to like offset like provincials like yeah,
In like grade 12.
nice.
I only actually wrestled grade 12, but I did really well. But I got shit on in Oslo. I got shit on badly by like, I don't know, some farm kid.
Yeah, it's funny you're saying this because it's like my exact same story. Like I only did I only did wrestling in grade 12. I trained like jujitsu and stuff in grade 11, but I did wrestling in grade 12, and then I was able to go to offset as well, and I did get shit on as well. So
I got
it's
dumped on.
yeah,
I did good at salsa. I won salsa,
yeah,
and I don't think I was supposed to win salsa. Like I remember the matches just being hard, but and my coach just being so hyped about it because like if you're, I think grade 9 and 10 it doesn't matter. You can, if you didn't wrestle in grade 9 and you wrestle in grade 10, you can still do cadet or whatever. It's like first year.
yeah,
If you're in grade 12, you can't do cadet
yeah.
because you're grade 11 or 12.
Hmm.
So it was like I was my first year wrestling, but most of the guys were like 4 years in.
Hmm.
So like it was not the greatest. But I started doing really well, and then yeah, when I went to OFSA, it was just no. There's like guys in OFSA that were like training since they were kids, like before high
I know,
school.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I just got dumped on, really.
Hmm. Yeah, I know, I know exactly what you're talking about here.
It's
Uh,
embarrassing. I think I got like cross ankled in like my first match, and the guy just gator rolled and fuck. I couldn't stop him. Some dumb shit.
Makes me want to ask you then, I mean, I know you said striking over weightlifting, but it's like those like Instagram videos where it like changes the thing out. Um, striking or grappling for you?
That's hard. If I had to pick
That's a
one,
thinker question.
yeah, that's a hard. That's like to like do myself or to watch. Like you mean if I'm doing it
Both,
myself,
both,
right?
both.
If I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch striking. Like I'll watch boxing before I watch wrestling or jujitsu for sure, for sure. Or kickboxing or
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. But for myself to train and compete in. Oh no, probably striking still. Probably striking. I enjoy striking, man. I'm just a good grappler though. I'm a good grappler, but I think I enjoy striking way more.
I got
To be
another
honest.
I got another silly question for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're gonna go fight somebody, you're gonna get in the cage, you're gonna have no arms, but they're gonna have no legs, or vice versa. Which which so you have no legs and they have no arms.
Okay, so if they have, wait, I have no arms and they have
No,
no
you
legs.
can choose. You can be the guy with no arms, or and then your opponent has the opposite, or you can be the guy with no legs and he's got arms. So it's like that one Pokemon versus like a really weird
Oh
person.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I gotta break that down.
This is another thinker question. I'm really putting you on tonight.
Okay, if I'm the guy with no legs and
And your
he's the
partner's
guy,
Michael Malott too.
I need him to have no limbs. If it's Mike Malott. If it's Mike Malott and he's got no limbs, then we're good. I'll go either way.
You'll
If,
tie
if
his
he,
shoelaces
but
around his legs. There you go.
yeah, but I think I go. I think if I have no legs and he has no arms, he's gonna have to like kick me. But at the same time, if I get past his legs, like I have good jujitsu, man.
Yeah.
I could play off my back. I could maybe climb him. I don't know. I don't know what I could do. But I'm gonna take it because he has no hands to defend his neck. If I get to his neck, it's done. He just has to kick me. But obviously, like, what are the rules here? Can he kick me? Because I'm a grounded opponent if I don't have legs.
So if you're Geodude, that's the name of the Pokemon I just searched up. If
Yeah,
you're
I'm walking on my
Geodude,
hands.
Yeah, if you're there's actually a UFC fighter that or there's a fighter out there. There's also
There's
another
a
guy.
guy.
Yeah, there's a guy with a stump as well.
There's
He's
a
in
guy
one.
right now in ONE FC. Yeah, he has a
Yeah,
stump, bro. He
yeah.
actually hits people with a stump.
He
That's
faked
like he's
somebody out with the stump, and the guy bit for it. And I was like, whoa, he doesn't have an arm to bite for it. Yeah.
but that's crazy.
So you'd go with the Geo dude like body.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
You know how ripped you'd be too? You can only be
You'd have
so
some
ripped
crazy arms.
if you have no arms and just legs, you can only be so ripped. Like you're gonna be built like a T-Rex, basically.
Yeah.
These huge legs, no arms. You're not gonna have a chest or shoulders or nothing because you
Nothing.
can't build them without arms. You might as well be a super jacked Geo dude, bro. I'll take it.
Yeah. Mike Malott, if you're watching this, protect your arms. Miko might be taking them. Or no,
Uh,
or start strengthening your legs. Actually, that's or we'll run that at Top Team Gym.
can I still? I think I could still do some like leg locks and stuff anyway. We're good. Like that's
I think he's got
golden.
to watch out for that. Yeah, he's got no arms to help get out and roll out of that. Yeah, that's dangerous. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Another. I love these questions. What's your guilty go-to food after? No. What's your guilty pleasure food after a good training night?
That's a tough one. What is it?
I'm just laughing because anything sweet.
Yo, anything sweet?
Anything sweet?
Anything sweet.
And if you're hungry, you'll make the most obnoxious things ever.
Yeah, sometimes if I'm like really hungry after training
Mhm.
and I'm not in camp, like I'm not this close to a fight,
Yeah.
it's like especially if it's right after a fight, like the week after, the 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after.
Yeah.
Oh, I will eat or I'll make and eat some like atrocious things. You know what I've been thinking about right now? Like
Sure.
lately, the past couple of days, I've been thinking about going to Costco, getting a cheese slice, taking the hot dog from Costco, and just
Yeah.
wrapping in a cheese slice.
That's not bad.
That's what I'm thinking about. Like
That's pretty human.
that's oh D spot. D spot is like the my favorite. If I'm just like outside, if I'm just like yeah, the week after a fight after training, I want to go to D Spot, eat like a poutine
Yeah.
and like a cake. They have like milk cakes or something.
Did you ever see that guy online? He's got like he puts like I don't know how many packs it is, but it's just like he like slaps it on. It's like and it's just a bunch of cheese slices, and he takes out, he skewers it, and he puts it in like the deep fryer, and he comes out and he crunches it, and he's like,
That's crazy,
dude, that's what that reminded me of. Um,
dude.
okay, so another question. So going to, or no, sorry, not going to. You just won your fight. All right, hands are in the air. You have a 10,000 calorie budget because you want to celebrate. What are you eating?
10,000
Ten
calorie
thousand
budget.
calories, dude. That's 5 days of eating for the average person.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have probably a really. I'm gonna start with like we'll start at the beginning of the day, right?
Sure.
I'm getting like the craziest pancakes that I could possibly get. A big stacker of them. Like you ever see like cookies and cream pancakes or Biscoff pancakes, like crazy stuff like that.
Mm.
I'm d- I'm doing that. I'm
Are you
gonna
putting like
start.
the little butter slabs on top too, with like the little?
Yeah,
So it's like yeah, it's like aesthetic. Yeah.
pouring a ton of syrup on it and like maybe a dollop of ice cream. Why not? Ice
Yeah,
cream on
sure.
top, some whipped
Get crazy
cream,
with it.
sprinkles. Yeah, doing that. That's for sure gonna happen. I'd probably still eat some like maybe some like eggs or something. I don't know. That would be
Gotta keep it
breakfast.
healthy.
Keep it healthy, you know. Keep it modest.
Yeah.
Can't
What's
be a
lunch?
glut.
What's
Can't be
lunch?
glut.
What's lunch
Uh,
looking like?
probably shawarma. Probably a
Big thing.
shawarma and some poutine. I'm
Yep.
probably gonna do that. I'm gonna have to have a sweet, something sweet with that.
Mm.
Maybe like some like pastry or like a brownie. I really like brookies. I get a brookie in me, yeah, that'd be good.
Dropping the B word brownie on this podcast. That's crazy. I love brownies.
Yeah, brownies are the shit. I'd probably have some. I'd probably go get a bubble tea too.
Yeah.
I'd get a bubble tea and I'd get like the craziest thing on the menu. It's like 1,200 calories. I
Yeah.
drink.
Whoa.
Yeah, I started looking at the calories at bubble tea places, dude, and wow, that'll do it. But yeah, I'd probably get a bubble tea or some like yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then
Last meal of the day.
oh, I'm gonna have at least two more meals.
Two
I
more
think.
meals.
Yeah. If
Okay.
I had the allowance, we might bump the allowance up to 15,000, but I mean,
10,000
I
calories was enough. I thought I was going
the worst
extreme
part
there.
is this isn't
You're, you're,
even like
you're
this is actually like a real life. This is how I eat the day after a fight usually.
really.
Uh, yeah,
Oh, so
dude.
this is based on experience. This isn't theoretical.
Bad. It's bad. Some days
This
I'm
isn't
like
fact. This
sitting
is
in my car. I'm sitting in my car and I know I have to drive home. It's like my third meal of the day. The day after a fight, I'm like I don't even want to turn on my car and drive. My stomach is just so uncomfortable. I don't know why I get like that, but I I eat like crazy the day after a fight, and then
well. I
I go
mean,
back to training on the Monday, and everything's good to go.
we'll all know what you're doing on August 16th now. But hey, man, you enjoy it because you'll you got
Well,
another
I'm gonna
month
be
to
in
go.
Sarnia. There's no good food there. I fought in Sarnia before. Sarnia needs to fix their food situation.
You could change that, man. After you win the
So
fight, you put
bad.
your hand up. You'll be on the mic, and then you'll be like, "Hey, guys,
Yeah.
fix your
Hey,
food
I'm the king here
situation."
now. I'm the king here now, and I need some good food to
Yeah,
eat while I visit.
feed me.
Hey, let's get some flavor in this town. This is bullshit. There's like nothing. I did. I ate at some like. I ate at their top rated like food places last time after, and it was bad.
Bad. Okay. Well, Sarnia, if you're watching this, Sarnia, if you're watching this, then make sure you change
Sarnia.
your food situation.
Yeah, you have 17 days or something of that extent.
That's a good
17
amount of
days.
time.
You
I
can
got,
figure
I
it.
got, I got another question. This is fight-based question. Oh my God, I don't know what it is. It must be because it's late out. I'm just like coming to with like the best ideas ever. Okay, you
Okay.
got to go into your fight, but you're either extremely overweight, and when I mean like overweight, I mean like you're obese or you're like super super thin. So like you're like gaunt, and it's not like the gaunt you can kind of recover from a low drink of water and some donuts. It's like you're stuck thin. So you either your opponent's pretty normal. Let's say you're fighting uh, Josh Hill. If you're fighting Josh Hill, you're either extremely bordering obese or you're incredibly thin. What do you want to take?
Like, when you say incredibly obese, like I'm just like a really fat dude.
Yeah,
Uh,
like big.
okay, or skinny, like super skinny. Now I got
Like
nothing,
probably
on me,
like 5% body fat, but you're not ripped.
but I'm not
You're not
red.
ripped. You're not hitting the gym, Miko.
I'm probably gonna go be fat. Like I feel like the weight would keep me out of some situation. I'm gonna get. It's not gonna be a great time regardless. But
No.
I would take being fat.
Yeah. What do you think Josh would say to you if you entered the ring at either body weight? Let's play out the scenario. So if you're fat, you walk in the ring. What do you think is Josh going to say to you? Versus if you're thin, what do you think is Josh going to say to you? He has to say something.
He's gonna ask me what happened. Why I must look like a slob, maybe.
If you're thin, he'll be like Miko. Like, when's the last time you ate?
He'd probably say I look like a child or something.
Yeah. And then
But
you
me,
guys would touch gloves on that match.
I get
And
starched anyway.
yeah, it'd be history. Okay, another fun
Yeah.
question I had. Okay, I got two animals that you're gonna go against. So, how many Mikos would it take to beat a
Oh,
silverback gorilla in the cage?
I don't know. That's a good question. That was a viral question for a while, right? It was like 100 guys versus a gorilla.
Let's
A
make it
hundred
viral.
me's. I'm like I'm like not far off a chimpanzee. How many chimpanzees would it take to beat a gorilla, do you think?
I think three. One in the front, one on his. They're in both peripherals. One comes up behind him with the baseball bat. Done.
Yo, 100 me's could beat a gorilla.
I think honestly three of these. If I was putting money on it, I'd say three of these.
Yeah, if I have a baseball bat, I'd take threes.
Yeah.
Three.
Or your shins. You could just like.
Let's say let's say for good measure we double it, make it six. That's still good numbers. If
Yeah.
6 people could take on a gorilla, like that's still good numbers.
Yeah. How much money would you put on yourself to say send six of you at a silverback gorilla?
Oh, how much money? Oh,
You get it back 10x though, and if you don't, then you have to pay back 10x. So it's high stakes, high reward.
I'd put a lot of money if I had it, I guess.
You put in $10, you get $100 back. You put in $1,000, you get $10,000
If
back.
I had 100,000, I'd put 100,000 on it.
You can
Why
make a
not?
million off that.
Why not? Make a million. I
Yeah.
trust myself, bro. 6 of me's? Come on.
I think so. I think honestly,
No, I'm
3.
lying. Bro, I think about it actually. Let's look this up. We got the internet.
I think 3. I think 3 because you have to understand the gorilla's occupied with one
I
person.
want to
They're
see
not
what ChatGPT thinks.
sure. We'll get
Alright?
AI in on this.
Why not?
Let me change the background to the tech frontier. We're actually on the tech frontier now.
How many people do you think?
I realistically think 3 because let's be honest. You walk up to the gorilla. He only sees one person. 2 of you are still hiding in the bush. He doesn't know that. He starts mauling the first one apart. You're just everywhere, and then 2 of you come up and go.
I think about that a lot actually when it comes to this. Like, you really just gotta have. It's like if you're running from one thing, you just really can't be the slowest, you know. So one of you just is cannon fodder. You give him a little fodder, you get him occupied. He can't. How fast is he gonna tear one of my limbs off? Of one of my.
You might be surprised.
I think I'd be surprised too. Actually,
Examples.
I think I'd be surprised.
What's GPT saying?
How many do you think it would take to take down a gorilla? We're gonna say barehanded.
Sure.
We're gonna say barehanded. This is less questions. If it's truly barehanded, it's probably far more than most people imagine, and there may not be a practical number that could reliably do it. Yeah. Sorry, one sec. Someone's calling this.
Was it the gorilla?
Yeah, this guy's trying to come. He's like, let's get it done now.
Yeah.
Gorilla would almost certainly overwhelm 1 to 5. 10 to 20, they may be able to swarm it, but they would likely suffer catastrophic injuries, and there's no guarantee they could retain it barehanded. Much larger numbers of 20 plus at some point, sheer weight and numbers could potentially pin almost any land animal, but this becomes more of a physics problem than a fighting one, and the risk of severe injury or death to many people would be enormous. That was very drawn out, but it sounds like 6 ain't doing it. Maybe I lied.
I don't think we've tested it enough as a society to actually give an actual answer. So maybe we can coop together 6 of you.
I think we didn't have enough video. We didn't have any video evidence of what happened in the what do they call those? The Colosseums, because you know they were like putting animals against gladiators and stuff.
They didn't document it well enough.
Maybe they did it. Maybe we missed it. Bring it back, UFC.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Dana.
Why not? Dana.
Assemble a team to attack a bear challenge. Who are you bringing to fight a bear in an MMA cage from top team?
Oh, from top team, 5 people.
Yeah, you have, let's say 5 people is pretty fair. A grizzly or no, let's say grizzly bear. Let's keep it grizzly.
That's crazy. 5. Okay, I'm gonna have to go by like size is a big factor here. I don't think there's much more than
You're
size.
included on that 5, by the way, so you only have 4.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm gonna get mauled first. I'm gonna pick like probably.
Well, you gotta fight the bear too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick like Clayton Pie.
Okay.
His nickname's literally Bear.
Okay. You'll be scared.
I feel like maybe he has a chance. I've seen some of these bear fights before. Maybe he's got a chance. I don't know, but we'll take him. Then probably like Rich, Big Rich.
Yeah.
He's a Brock wrestler.
Okay.
I forget how to pronounce his last name. It's like French or something. De Châtelet or something. Anyway, big wrestler guy. You gotta, like I said, you gotta have like big guys.
Yeah.
Then like after that, we're doing this barehanded, right?
Yeah, you have nothing but your fist.
Holy fuck. Okay.
I want to let you know this is true fact. One Russian man choked out one grizzly bear once and won.
Oh yeah, I did see some shit like that.
This is true. So
I
one
seen
might be
some,
enough.
maybe. What else? Who else do we got here? Maybe Mike. Wait, who do we got? Do we got any big strikers? Oh, like AJ and Mike maybe? I don't know. I feel like they're big enough.
Tankers.
I don't know. We don't maybe if I had more heavyweights, I would just take as many heavyweights as possible.
Yeah.
I like my chances that way, yeah.
What makes you confident in that answer?
I feel like when you're talking about an animal that size, like the you need to match the power and strength and size as much as possible. I feel like striking a grizzly bear isn't gonna do anything either. So it's just like you want to be able to like attack it all at once. Someone's got to get the backs, be strong, know how to finish it up.
I think so.
I think that's it. Because I feel like I don't know. Do bears have chins? Like if you
Bears
hit,
have bears have claws that are so sharp that if they just graze it across your skin, it
yeah,
would
they're
literally tear it
slicing you
open.
up.
Yeah. So somebody has to go essentially. Like it's like one person's destined to walk the plank. Unfortunately, if that's you, that might happen. But the other four guys will go on. So,
It's horrible. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. I think I seen this post on Instagram that was like it listed like 10 animals,
yeah,
and it was like you have to pick three to be on your team, and then the rest are against you. What was it? And one of them was 10,000 rats. And I thought about that for a second. I'm like 10,000 rats. You could kill anything with 10,000 rats.
I think so.
I think so. You just
Well,
couldn't
what
kill
about
them.
rat poison?
No, if we were talking bare hands. But
Okay.
here's the thing, one of the animals on the list was a hunter with a rifle. That's like enticing, right? You think a hunter with a rifle is going to be able to smoke most of these animals, but 10,000 rats? Dude,
Oh,
you're never going to kill 10,000 rats. There was like 50 hawks, 10,000 rats. I think there was like 3 bears, 5 wolves. It was just like a list, right? But it's like, bro, you have 50 hawks and 10,000 rats. You can take over a pretty large territory, I would say. You're like the Rat King.
okay. Where's one place on the planet you would, if you woke or you went to bed tonight and you just magically woke up there? So that, I mean, if we want to get more creative, we can say even the whole solar system. Where would you want to not wake up? Like if you literally just got out of bed, you're like, oh, good morning, sunshine. And you look to your left and you look to your right, and you're like, shit. Where would that place be?
Probably Sarnia, Ontario. Probably Sarnia, Ontario, but I have to
Sarnia,
do it.
Ontario, in the cage.
No,
Okay.
oh no, if I'm there, I want to be in the cage. No, actually, I don't know, the bottom of the ocean, bro. That place is scary. Uh, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's not grizzly bears there, so that's good.
God, who knows what's down there, bro? Way
Water
worse.
grizzly bears.
Yeah, water grizzly bears, bro.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Where's one place you'd want to wake up and you'd be like, hell yes. And you can't say Sarnia. You can't say Niagara region. You can't say Ontario. You gotta,
Definitely want to live in Niagara, be in Niagara region. If I'm waking up in one place, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. There's too many places.
the moon's for starters.
What? Sorry.
The moon is for starters.
See, yeah, that's cool. That'd be cool. You wake up on another planet. You can, as long as you can breathe and not
You
die,
can't
it's
breathe.
a good time. So pretty. That if you can't breathe, it's a pretty bad time. So I wouldn't want to be there. Uh, Yo, have you seen? This is making me think of the movie. Have you seen the movie Jumper? I think it's called.
I think I've heard of this. Yeah.
And it's like the guy. You could basically, this guy can. He just needs to see a place or maybe think of it, and he can like just
I think I've heard of this. Yeah, yeah,
dude, sick movie. I think that's what it's called, Jumper. And man, that's like the sickest superpower you could possibly have. I think it's the guy from Star Wars. Is it Hayden Christensen? Yeah, bro. If you get the chance, watch this movie.
We'll put that in the description. So anybody, yeah, the jumper. Yeah, so anybody that wants to watch the jumper, we'll stick that in the description. All right. In the description.
I'd probably want to wake up in somewhere tropical to answer your question, bro.
Okay.
Not cold and
Not
not
cold.
not Canadian, not Canada. Where we
Okay.
have
Big
8 months
ass.
of winter.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere hot. Not the sun either. Not the
Yeah.
sun.
Not a good spot. Trust me. Okay, so now if you're gonna get in the cage, I like how you talked about the superpowers there. I don't know what it is, but being on a podcast late at night, my ideas are just way better. Way better. Anyway, so if you're getting into the cage, I'll pick your opponent's superpower so you kind of know off of it. You got to get in the cage, but you have one superpower. You can't say invisibility. You can't say time stop. That's off the list. Like we actually have to make it like you can jump super high. You can punch super hard. Maybe if super like you're like I don't know if you ever play Kratos like Ragnarok or whatever, where like or
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah the one guy that moves his hands real quick and shit. Yeah, what's your superpower going into the cage? I'll choose your opponents, but you got to think first.
Oh, I don't know what my opponent's is. Spider-Man reflexes. I think if we're in the cage, yeah. I want
Yeah.
Spider-Man reflexes. Unless
You're
there's like some super crazy ones, but within bounds, I think the fucking reflexes is sick. But then there's like
so
electricity or some dumb shit, right?
Yeah. So like what if I said like your opponent was Dr. Octopus? What would you say?
Oh yeah. Come on, bro. We've seen the whole movie about this.
Yeah.
Kind of twice. Kind of twice,
Yeah.
actually.
What if he was Venom? Would it change? Venom has wrapped up Spider-Man a few times.
Yeah. A couple times.
Yeah.
I still like it.
You still like
That's a good
Spider-Man.
overall ability, man.
Yeah.
That's good. Cause like there's a lot of like other like superpowers that I don't know. I mean, yeah, like you could always be someone that shoots electricity, or like what's that guy's name? Cyclops with the eyes, like some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
If we go
What
like
what's your last name, Miko?
Dusek.
What is the reason you're called Miko Rilla on Instagram?
Cause it was mixing my name and gorilla.
Is that because you're grappling a lot?
Yeah, that's like when I was grappling a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was like it seemed to like make sense at the time. But I think about it all the time. I'm like, why gorilla? It just people started like commenting on my Instagram comments like gorilla emojis and like stuff like that. I guess I'm built like a primate a little bit.
If you would have the ability to, would you train a gorilla to learn jujitsu?
Yeah. Can you imagine you could train a gorilla to do jujitsu? Honestly, that's crazy. And then you just I'm like gonna say some Michael Vick's shit here, but can you imagine you trained it to do jujitsu? What it would do to other gorillas? Crazy. That's crazy, bro.
What do you think would happen if he enrolled in the Pan Ams?
In the Pan Ams against humans.
Humans, yeah.
Oh, I don't think he needs to train very well.
Yeah. How many Demetrius Johnsons do you think it would take to beat one blue belt trained gorilla?
Man,
Silverback.
like 1,000, like 500 maybe. Demetrius Johnson again, like super sick jiu-jitsu skills with very small guy, so it's like the power input of a silverback gorilla is insane. I think no, maybe not 1,000, maybe like 100. Like you're anything over 20, I think is like when you start to see, um, just like the wealth of numbers in these situations, right? Like I
Few
don't
more.
think
Sorry,
I
go
don't
on.
think I don't think many animals at all could withstand 20 humans, right? If any.
Yeah. What animal do you think would be best at jujitsu? And you can't say gorilla and you can't say grizzly bear. But I mean like if you could see like a koala laced up with a brown belt
Like a
What?
snake.
Snake? That's
Probably
actually a
some.
really good answer.
Yeah, like a big, big snake. I don't know what the biggest snakes are. Boa
Titanoboa.
constrictor thing. Yeah,
They're extinct, but yeah.
some big fucking snake,
Yeah.
bro. And it's not just doing stuff off instinct. It's actually actively doing jujitsu. I like
Imagine
it.
the triangle choke with its tail. That would be disgusting.
That yeah. Just like I have the squeezing power of that thing. It's you got to think that thing is just one big muscle, right? A snake is just like a bunch of abdomens. I think I don't know how it works, but it's like a bunch of abdomen muscles. It's just core. It's like one long bicep
Bicep.
wrapped around your throat, 4 times, 4 layers. It's
That's
like getting choked like 4 rear naked chokes on one neck. That's it. It's
Have you ever experienced anything like that, or is that pretty different?
that's pretty different. I think one time I tried because I have a long neck, and I
Yeah.
think we were trying to see if you can have 2 people arm triangle me at the same time. It's not possible. It was really
No.
dumb. It was a really dumb like. But sometimes you're doing dumb shit.
You
You
gotta
think
try it.
you gotta try it. You gotta find out.
Yeah. If I were to teleport you into, actually no, here's a better question. If I were to put you back into the Cretaceous period with all the dinosaurs, how long do you think you could last? And you have one superpower to keep you alive. It's not the Spider-Man one.
Um, hmm. I think I could survive a really long time with one superpower. And we're gonna have the same rules plus no Spider-Man one, so probably no invincibility. Like maybe like flying, crazy. We'd do crazy things back then. Like with dinosaur times, if you could fly, oh man, you could stay alive, just flying. Uh, some shit like rock skin would be like a little wild card in there. You could have rock skin. It's probably really good back then. Um, you're gonna have to switch up your diet and things like that, and on top of this just to be able to survive because like you're not exactly on the top of the food chain back then, so as long as you can like be okay with maybe being vegan, you'll survive longer, and then you just gotta like be a little scavenger. But if you're gonna do it that way, yeah, but maybe fly, maybe being invisible, super helpful. Or you can go again, rock skin.
There,
Electricity is always a banger. If you can do some shocking shit, that's a good one too.
that's pretty scary. If I was imagine I was the T-Rex as the apex predator. I just see a guy named Miko levitating over the jungle trees, and he's got lightning, and
Yeah,
he's like, I'm hungry today, and he just comes at you at the speed of light, and then you're
bro.
fried, and the next thing you know, you blink and you're on a barbecue cooking, and Miko's looking down at you like, I'm not even getting started today, and I'm at 10,000 calories.
Oh, bro, I'm eating them. I'm eating a dinosaur. If I had to pick a hero, like a hero, any superhero or any hero from any show, something to pick, I would pick Goku, actually, because that guy was eating dinosaurs in
What
Dragon Ball.
what do you think
That's,
you would do against Omni-Man if Omni-Man came up and wanted to fight you? Would you take that fight?
do I still have superpowers?
Yeah, you gotta choose one superpower, and you can't say you're invincible.
What does Omni Man have? I actually don't even know this guy's got.
Omni-Man's he's a Viltrumite from the Viltrumite planet. They're kind of just like super strong. They do have
Like,
cells though, so if you choose wisely, you might be able to counteract that. But
are
once
they
again,
like Superman? They got like Superman stuff?
not really. No, they're just like really biologically developed from a lot of years of evolution, but they're very human still.
So they're just stronger versions of us.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Rock skin. Why not?
Dark skin.
Let's go rock skin. No, I don't know. That's like so. I just think it's funny. Uh, like super strength too, I guess. Some shit like that. can I go back to the Spider-Man one? I'll take the Spider-Man one. This guy can't fly, right? Omni-Man can't fly.
Omni-Man can most definitely fly. Omni-Man can travel through space. He doesn't need oxygen. Omni-Man was trying to, he was trying to like, and he was single-handedly whooping everybody's panties on Earth, and it's a good show. I would recommend it. I watched it like many
What's the
years
show?
ago,
Wait, what's the
and
show?
it's called Invincible. Omni-Man has a son. I'm spoiling the show for anybody that's watching. Omni-Man has a son who like because he like marries like a human and he's like part human. His son Invincible is part human, part Viltrumite. So he's got like a half blood, and
Have
yeah,
powers too?
Hmm?
Does he have powers too?
He does. He kind of eventually figures it out, and then yeah. So I think if honestly you were invincible, like the guy invincible, not invincible, then you'd probably be able to beat him. It's a real. I'm surprised you haven't watched the show. It's awesome. They have some amazing scenes. They're on like
I've seen
season 3
like
or something.
pictures. I've seen like pictures and
Yeah,
movie clips and stuff of it, but I've
yeah.
never. You a big shows guy? You watch a lot of shows?
Not really, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big podcaster,
Yeah.
but not. I mean, like I like listening to other like podcasts as well. I like reading a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a
Yeah.
reader at all or no?
Okay, so I used to read a lot, and
Yeah.
then you know what it is? It's like life gets so busy, so I never slow down. I don't have any like slow down time, downtime, so I can't read. So I started doing like audiobooks. Audiobooks, I don't know, it's not really reading. It's not the same, but it's still gathering information from a book. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like
Mm.
depends on how you learn. I think some people retain the information from an audiobook better than they retain it from reading, right? Like
Some
I
people are different. Yeah, definitely.
so I think if you're an I think they call it auditive learner. Like if you're an
Mhm.
auditive learner, that's like your best way of ingesting information. Then I think an audiobook is super sick. I think I may be that way. Like say
Yep.
um I read something like a any piece of information. It could be about any topic.
Mhm.
Say I read it versus I watch a video on it, or you and I have a conversation about it and you tell me things. I'm gonna retain a lot more of the information from the latter options rather than reading it,
Right.
right? So it's like if I'm one of those people, maybe actually audiobooks aren't so bad, but then there's like some people that can put in an audiobook and they barely even like pay attention, but they can read and like zone into a book.
Mhm. I find I do a bit of both. I kind of prefer audiobooking because I like getting more into like do or like listening to other people's podcasts or audiobooks. I crushed through this book um the other day and like I'll go back and listen to it again. That's what I found was super helpful for me is like one listening. So I think I'm probably more like audio receptive. I don't know what it's called,
Yeah,
but yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the proper term is for it, but I think that's like pretty much how I retain my information best. If
Yeah.
I'm like in a group setting where we're talking about something like even in school or something, I think I was retaining more information that way. It's just the way I am. So like for audiobooks is like not bad. And so like I'm always training or working, so it's like I can listen to an audiobook while I cut hair. If I have a less communicative like client, I can just throw that in and listen to an audiobook rather than just sit there and not hear anything or like not talk or something, right? Or but I can't cut hair and read at the same time. So
That would be
I think
wonderful if you could do that.
yeah. Lately I've been watching some podcasts too, like more of them
Mhm.
on YouTube and stuff like that. But um I don't know, I like those too. Or YouTube. I've been using YouTube a lot lately actually.
Great tool.
More more so than shows or even music. I don't listen to music a lot right now either. I listen to music while I cut hair, right? But I
Mhm.
don't know, I started getting bored of it. So I just
Yeah.
started like putting on stuff on YouTube that I can like learn from, whether it's history or finance or I used to watch a lot of MMA fights that way, but I just like if I'm cutting hair, I would just be hearing the commentary on fights. Like that's no good.
Yeah, I started to make that shift to from like I still listen to music. Like I'm a musician. I love playing music, but I definitely start. I've like it's like weird, like you're saying, like you can almost like rewire your brain to just like crave like education as a like the preference, the alternative. So for me, it's like yeah, like I love going to the book. I love going to the, the podcast. Yeah, I do like my music. Don't get me wrong, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I just like it's like you don't really gain anything. I personally don't really gain anything from music other than like zoning out or like zoning in or zoning out, right? But there's times and place for that. I'm not gonna like listen to something like I'm not trying to learn while I like lift weights or do some cardio or something. I'm not gonna like I don't know, listen to an audiobook to lift weights.
yeah,
But if I'm like in a different setting, then yeah, like music, I don't need to be like hyped up or something to cut hair. It's I don't know. It seems to be good.
time and a place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe driving, right? Driving, you could do one or the other.
yeah.
It's like
I want to approaching the hour mark here. Also, it's like almost a little bit later at night. If I always love getting piece of advices from the guest on the show, especially in the field in the field that you're in, with fighting, especially because you have a fight coming up so quickly, which ask you to elaborate more a little bit towards the end. If I was getting into fighting now and I want to, keep growing at it, maybe not go pro, but just kind of keep staying consistent with it, what's your message to me?
you want to fight or you don't want to fight. Like maybe you don't want to go pro, but do you want to fight?
Yeah, maybe I want to get amateur, sure.
And you want to do like amateur MMA fights.
Hmm.
Maybe you don't know if you want to go pro. Like you just want to dabble and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Uh, I would say be like as obsessed with it as you can be. Like be like find like what you enjoy about it the most and focus on that first so that you can, be obsessed and be happy and it doesn't feel like a chore to be learning and focus on that. Find like your specialty. Like for me, right, it was grappling. I
Mhm.
just got super into it and deep into that. Like if you want to fight, obviously you need something that's like better than everyone else, but you still need to know all the other stuff, and that's going to include stuff that you hate. Or you're going to have to do things that you hate, like running and doing conditioning or whatever it is that you hate. You're going to have to do those. But you also need to, do a lot of the stuff that you love. So be obsessed as you possibly can be. And that's about finding the balance. But, I think there's that Mike Tyson quote. It's like, do what you hate and do it like you love it.
Mhm.
Make sure you're doing a little bit of both. That's what I would
Mhm.
say. Be obsessed, bro.
Awesome. Appreciate your advice. And I want to turn the floor to you once again because you do have your fight coming up. Um, so, yeah, where can people go check this out? Where can they go follow up with your journey? Floor is yours.
Yeah, well, the fight's going to be with Prospect FC. It's in Sarnia, Ontario on August 15th. If you want to go to that fight, you can just go to Prospect's Instagram. That's the easiest way. I don't actually have tickets. I'm not selling tickets for this fight because it's like 3 hours away from me. But you can go on Prospect's Instagram if you want to get tickets. It's going to be a really good card, but the fight itself is going to be a banger. It's Me and Lenny have fought before. This is a rematch. The first time was a war. Me and him are both way better now. It's gonna be probably a pretty vicious fight. I would recommend going and watching it. If you can't see it, you're gonna have to wait to watch on YouTube. That kind of sucks, but whatever. You can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Miko. And if you want to get a haircut by me, because I'm a barber as well, you can
Mhm.
go to MK Cuts Hair. I'm going to plug myself there
There you
if in
go.
case somebody in St. Catharines watches this and wants a haircut. I do that too. I don't just put on exciting fights. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. Come see me fight. Um, yeah.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Miko coming out for the show. Episode number 10. Like you were saying, links in the description for his fight, for his social media, and then there's also his haircutting work. So if you're in the Niagara region, St. Catharines, you said specifically, come out and get a cut from Miko. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video to the end. Hopefully you got some value out of it. And of course, if you did like it and you want to keep up with it, dropping a follow and rating the show helps out more.
See you, dog.